Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adriana binti Muhammad RADUAN, and this reflection is prepared for Madam Aleya. In this video, I will be discussing my personal journey, focusing on who I am as both an individual and an apprentice teacher. I will reflect on my strengths, areas for improvement, and how I plan to grow into a professional teacher. This self-reflection is a way to better understand my development and aspirations, and I hope it gives valuable insight into my progress. So moving on to part 1. Who am I as a person? The first question is describe yourself as an object or a thing. I choose a candle because it represents quiet, strength, and steady support, qualities that resonate with how I aim to interact with others. If I were a candle, I'd burn with a steady, reliable light, always there, offering just enough brightness to gently push away the darkness without drawing attention to myself. My flame would be calm and constant, not flickering wildly or trying to stand out. Instead, I'd light up the space in a way that makes people feel safe, comfortable, and able to see things more clearly. I would not shine to be noticed, but to quietly guide those who need it. The scent around me would be warm and familiar, like sandalwood or honey, something subtle that brings a sense of calm. It would not be overpowering, but it would create a space where people feel relaxed, can think clearly, and breathe a little easier. I'd help create an environment where others can gather, feel at ease, and focus simply by being a steady presence. Even when my flame eventually fades, the warmth I have shared would stay with people who experience it, leaving a quiet, lasting impact. In a lot of ways, I'm like a teacher, a steady source of light and guidance when things are uncertain or difficult. I don't need attention for the things I share, but others find their way more easily because I'm there. My flame sparks curiosity and helps ignite new ideas, while also encouraging others to find their own light. I support growth and learning, letting people discover things for themselves while being there when they need me. My impact might not be always obvious, but it's real and meaningful, making a difference in ways that people might not see right away but will remember long after. So for the second question, explain your personality based on the sketch. The candle's soft glow represents warmth and kindness, which means I try to interact with others in a gentle way. I want to create a welcoming and supportive atmosphere for those around me. The pink sticks adds a sense of creativity and individuality, showing that I like to think outside the box and offer unique ideas in different situations. I enjoy being creative and finding various ways to solve problems or express myself. The steady flame of the candle reflects my calm and reliable nature. I try to stay composed during challenging times, offering support and guidance to anyone who feels overwhelmed or lost. Just like a candle brings light to others, I see myself as someone who helps brighten the path for those around me, offering empathy and understanding. I want to be a source of comfort and encouragement, helping others feel valued and heard. The candle's ability to burn slowly and steadily shows my tendency to reflect on my thoughts and feelings. I believe in the importance of self-awareness and personal growth, so I take time to understand myself and others better. Lastly, the soft pink colors suggest hope and positivity. I try to keep an optimistic outlook and encourage those around me to do the same, even when things get tough. Overall, the sketch of a candle with a pink stick represents warmth, creativity, calmness, empathy, reflection, and positivity, qualities that shape how I connect with others and approach life. Moving on to the last question for part 1, the third question is, if you could choose to be someone else, why would it be and why? If not, explain why choose to remain yourself. I would not choose to be someone else if I could. I discovered how to value who I am and all that makes me special about life. Though it may be intriguing to think about the benefits of becoming that other person, their skills, way of life, or even their accomplishments, the truth is that everyone has difficulties and obstacles they must overcome, even though they are never visible. Accepting the good with the terrible is part of being authentic. I think I've learned a lot about personal development, empathy, and resilience thus far on this adventure. Being authentic allows me to keep exploring my interests, growing as a skill, and building meaningful relationships with people. In addition, I value the connections I've built and the positive impact I may have on other people. My goal is to keep improving the lives of others by being a source of inspiration, encouragement, and support. I don't want to lose any of those things, which is my biggest motivation for not wanting to put myself into someone else's life. I simply decided to be true to who I am because I want to make the most of this special adventure, and I believe that being me is enough. Moving on to part 2. Who am I as an apprentice teacher? So the first question is, based on your own observations, what are the personality traits you possess that qualify you to become apprentice teacher? The first one is commitment to growth. I am dedicated to continuous learning, not just for myself, but for my students as well. I embrace feedback and see it as an opportunity to grow and improve my teaching skills. I actively seek professional development opportunities to enhance my knowledge and teaching methods. The second one is enthusiasm. I approach teaching with a genuine passion for the subject matter. My enthusiasm can be contagious, inspiring students to engage more deeply with the material. I believe that when teachers are excited about what they are teaching, it encourages students to share the enthusiasm and become more invested in their learning. And the last one is well organized. I am able to plan lessons effectively, manage classroom time well, and keep materials organized. This ensures a smooth and productive learning environment. Being organized helps me stay on track and provides a clear structure for my students. Moving on to the second question, explain why you choose these particular traits. I choose these traits, commitment to growth, enthusiasm, and organization, because they are essential for creating a positive and effective learning environment. Here's why each trait is important. A commitment to growth is necessary in education because it develops a culture of constant improvement, not just among teachers but also among students. As an educator, I want to model lifelong learning and demonstrate to my students that education does not end in the classroom. By collecting feedback and pursuing professional development, I may keep updated on teaching approaches and educational trends. This dedication enables me to adapt to my students' changing requirements and enhance my teaching approaches, ensuring that I give the greatest possible assistance for their educational journeys. Next, in the classroom, enthusiasm may be contagious. When teachers are really enthusiastic about their topic, it may motivate students to connect more deeply with the content and build a love of learning. I believe that an enthusiastic approach creates a lively and engaging environment in which students feel encouraged to explore with new ideas and take opportunities in their learning. By sharing my enthusiasm, I strive to instill a similar interest in my students, making the learning process enjoyable and unforgettable. Lastly, organization is crucial for maintaining a smooth and productive learning environment. A well-organized classroom helps minimize distractions and ensures that students can focus on their lessons. By effectively planning lessons and managing classroom time, I can create a structured setting that promotes learning. Organization also allows me to track student progress more easily and provide timely feedback. This clarity and structure not only benefit my teaching but also help students feel secure and confident in their learning environment. Overall, these traits align with my vision of being an effective and supportive educator. They reflect my dedication to fostering a positive learning experience where students can thrive academically and personally. Moving on to the third question, based on your self-observation, what personality traits do you need to improve during your studies? Based on my self-observation, there are several personality traits I recognize I need to improve during my studies. The first one is time management. I sometimes struggle with prioritizing tasks and managing my time effectively. I want to develop better strategies for balancing my coursework, extracurricular activities, and personal commitments to ensure I can meet deadlines and reduce stress. The second one is confidence. At times I doubt my abilities and may hesitate to participate in discussions or share my ideas. Building my confidence will not only enhance my engagement in class, but also empower me to take on challenges and contribute more actively to group activities. The last one is critical thinking. Although I analyze information to some extent, I want to deepen my critical thinking skills. This means learning to evaluate sources more effectively, question assumptions, and approach problems from different angles. Moving on to the last question for part 2. How will you prepare yourself to transition from an apprentice teacher to a professional teacher? The first one is continuous professional development. For instance, attending workshops and seminars. I will engage in professional development opportunities to enhance my teaching skills and stay updated on the latest educational trends and methodologies. The second one is reflective practice. Regularly evaluate my teaching practice and identify areas for improvement. Reflecting on successes and challenges helps me grow as an educator. Actively seek constructive feedbacks from mentors, colleagues, and students to gain insight into my teaching effectiveness. The third one is building strong relationships. Connect with colleagues. Foster relationships with fellow teachers to share resources, strategies, and experiences. Collaborating with others can provide valuable support during this transition. In the end, I want to create a supportive atmosphere where students may develop their critical thinking skills, curiosity, and self-actualization. I'm sure I can have a significant influence on my students' lives and positively impact the educational community if I stay true to who I am and aggressively work on my professional and personal growth. This path focuses on becoming the greatest version of myself, prepared to lead and motivate the next generation of learners, not simply about being a teacher. That's all from me. Thank you.